The Israeli parliament has passed a landmark bill mandating the death penalty for Palestinian prisoners who are convicted of deadly attacks. In response, the Association for Civil Rights in Israel has filed the first petition in the Supreme Court challenging the Knesset's decisions. There was pandemonium and there was, of course, celebration that erupted in the Knesset as the final tally was announced.
אני קובעת כי הצעת חוק עונש מוות למחבלים תש"פ
בעד. חילי טרופר, נגד.
Remember, the celebrations there were for the passage of the death penalty bill. 62 lawmakers, including the Prime Minister Netanyahu, voted in favor of the death penalty bill, while 48 voted against it, championed by the far-right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir.
In favor of death penalty bill, 62. 48 against, 1 absentee. I determine that bill offer death penalty for terrorists, TSHPV, year according to Jewish calendar, 2026, has passed in second and third readings, and the law will be included in the Book of Laws of the State of Israel. Jewish blessing. The people of Israel live on.
Now, the bill, which was a key demand of Netanyahu's far-right coalition partners, has now established hanging as the default punishment for acts of terror resulting in death. It states that hangings should be carried out within 90 days of the sentencing. While the sentence can be reduced to life imprisonment under some special circumstances, the law is designed to be very rigid. The historical weight of this decision is significant. Israel effectively abolished the death penalty for murder in 1954. The only person ever executed after a civilian trial was Adolf Eichmann, and an architect of the Nazi Holocaust in 1962.
From today onward, every terrorist shall know, and the whole world shall know, he who takes life, the State of Israel, will take his life. This justice needs to be seen and done, and starting tomorrow morning, with the help of the blessed God, it will be done.
Now, the legislation has, of course, drawn international criticism. Several critics argue that the law is structurally discriminatory. In the occupied West Bank, the Palestinians are tried in military courts, where the death penalty will now be the standard for lethal attacks, while in contrast, the civilian courts which try the Israeli citizens only apply the death penalty if the act is carried out with the intent of harming an Israeli citizen or resident, with the goal of ending the existence of the State of Israel. Now, the Association for Civil Rights in Israel has filed a petition with the Supreme Court to annul the law, calling it institutionalized discrimination.
The adoption of this law by the Knesset in the second and third readings would pose a major threat to the lives of detainees. The Israeli authorities were practicing for the past 2 years and a half, specifically since the genocide war that was committed by the occupation. They practiced slow-killing practices that have led to the deaths of more than 100 prisoners.
The Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has condemned the legislation as a breach of international law and a doomed bid that is meant to intimidate the Palestinians. For families living in the West Bank, the news is a nightmare that has now come true.
To be honest, as a father, I got affected because this is unfair law. According to international law, he is a war prisoner, he should be treated well. But to be executed, this is barbaric.
The Palestinian militant group Hamas has slammed the Knesset's approval of this bill, calling the Israeli policy that is one based on killing and terrorism. It has called on the Palestinians to launch attacks in retaliation of this discriminatory law. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.